Do you feel generally satisfied with your life at the moment? Maybe it's not perfect. You've been through some tough things in the past and even currently feel like there's a bit you'd like to change. But broadly speaking, are you presently happy? If you're leaning towards a yes to that question, a really important follow up question is how conditional is that happiness you feel? I mean, how much does that happiness depend on things going the way you want them to go? Will you maintain that level of satisfaction only if your relationships keep working just as well as they are now? Will you hold on to that exact amount of happiness only under the condition that your job and your boss do not give you any more stress than you're already managing? Beyond just maintaining your happiness, can you only increase your happiness if luck and good fortune provide you with pleasant surprises or good news? Could you find yourself feeling even better despite the fact that everything in your life stays exactly the same? The answers to all of these questions might start to reveal something really significant, but easily overlooked. They might just be hinting at where your happiness comes from. It's worth clarifying that it's perfectly human and expected to have emotional reactions that match the negativity of your circumstances. When bad things happen, we tend to feel bad as a natural response. But there is simultaneously a deeper aspect to our experiences, something beyond just the initial emotional reaction that has the potential to be much more resistant to external, circumstantial changes. A good way to depict this is thinking of how you respond to bad weather. If it's a Saturday where you're free of obligations and you were hoping to spend as much time outdoors as possible, but the weather forecast predicts constant rain, wind, and cloudiness for the entire day, of course you might be disappointed. You might even feel like you lost a bit of excitement for your plans for the day. But it is not a fixed prescription that this day must now be a bad day for you. You're not relegated to one singular outcome where, at the end of this day, you feel discontent or unfulfilled. In this example, it wouldn't be hard to imagine all the many ways you could still feel that you achieved the relaxation, the enjoyment, the self-care, or any of the many good things you were hoping for on this day, even though the weather unexpectedly changed your circumstances. You can have the same elasticity of the mind in achieving the fulfillment and happiness that you want in life. The path to getting to a place where our happiness is less context dependent is through building our happiness on things that are unconditional. An athlete can enjoy all the passion and the meaning they find in their sport. But should an injury limit their access to that particular resource, they could still see that their happiness could really be built on living with purpose, rather than only through being able to have the physical ability that they used to have. An injury is one of many conditions and circumstances that we can't do much about. But we can always be in a state of working towards purpose, finding it, following it, deepening it. And there are endless other ideological places like purpose that we could build our happiness on that would never need to worry about threats from inevitable change. Love, justice, pursuing goodness, practicing and maintaining faith, courage, mastering peace, maximizing self-potential, relentless self-kindness. All of these things will never care about the weather and can stand even when hardship and trouble show up. To put it all as simply as possible, we can feel a profound amount of gratitude for the external conditions that make our lives easier, more enjoyable, and bring pleasure to us. But those conditions are never a guarantee. We've got to place our happiness in something rigid, something with the capacity to resist anything and everything. Then when problems come, as they are bound to come and circumstances are bound to change, all we have to do is continue to follow the same things that were giving us happiness all along.